Have you ever wondered how flooding impacts different countries across the globe? Across the vast spectrum of natural disasters, floods stand as a formidable force, affecting millions of lives and drastically changing landscapes. From torrential rainstorms to rapid snowmelts, flooding is a universal peril, indiscriminate in its devastation. Flooding is not an infrequent occurrence. In fact, it's one of the most common natural disasters worldwide, bringing about widespread destruction. It's a force that knows no borders, causing havoc in countries from the floodplains of South Asia to the coastal towns of North America. But the impact of flooding goes beyond the immediate damage. It's a domino effect that ripples through economies, disrupts communities, and leaves lasting scars on the environment. Economies take a hit as businesses grind to a halt, with damage and repair costs running into billions. Infrastructure, too, bears the brunt as roads, bridges, and buildings are washed away or severely damaged. The human cost is perhaps the most devastating, with lives lost, homes destroyed, and communities displaced. Yet, amidst the chaos and destruction, there's a story of resilience and human spirit. Time and again, we've seen communities come together, putting up a united front against this formidable adversary. We've seen nations rally, mobilizing resources and manpower in a bid to safeguard their people and their land. These rescue missions are a testament to our collective strength and determination. They're stories of courage, endurance, and hope, and they're stories worth telling. Today, we embark on a journey through time, examining rescue missions during floods from the earliest to the most recent. Our journey starts way back, in the 1800s. Picture a world without the advanced technology we possess today, where people relied heavily on their intuition, physical prowess, and the rudimentary tools at their disposal. During this era, the advent of flood rescue missions was marked by the sheer will and determination of individuals who braved the elements to save their fellow community members. The methods used were far from the sophisticated operations we witness today. It was a time when courage, strength, and a willingness to risk personal safety were the primary qualifications for a rescuer. Imagine boats made of wood, guided by oars and the strength of rescuers, battling the violent currents of floodwaters. Communication was limited to shouting over the roar of the water and signaling with hand gestures. The challenges were immense, with rescuers often facing the same peril as those they were striving to save. Despite these hardships, the spirit of humanity shone brightly. Every successful rescue was a testament to the resilience and bravery of these early heroes. Every life saved was a victory against the devastating power of nature. It was a time when communities came together, their unity and collective strength forming the backbone of these early rescue missions. However, these pioneering efforts were not without their shortcomings. The lack of proper equipment, training, and communication often resulted in rescuers becoming victims themselves. These challenges underscored the need for more organized and effective approaches to flood rescue missions. Over time, these experiences led to the development of better strategies and techniques. The lessons learned from these early missions laid the foundation for the evolution of flood rescue operations. The bravery and dedication of these early rescuers provided the inspiration for future generations to build upon. As we progress through the ages, we see the evolution of these rescue missions. From rudimentary operations to meticulously planned and executed missions, flood rescue has come a long way. The journey is far from over, but the genesis of these missions provides us with a valuable perspective on the relentless human spirit and the constant pursuit of better ways to protect and save lives. Fast forward to the mid-20th century, a period marked by significant advancements in technology and disaster response mechanisms. During this era, we began to see a shift in the approach to flood rescue missions. The focus shifted from reactive measures to proactive strategies, where prevention and preparedness became as important as the rescue operations themselves. In the United States, this change in strategy was seen in the establishment of the Civil Defense Act in the 1950s. This act was designed to coordinate defense activities and disaster responses, including floods. It marked a significant step in the development of organized rescue operations and the use of technology in disaster management. Across the pond in Europe, the mid-century saw the implementation of flood forecasting systems. These systems utilized the latest technology to predict potential flooding, allowing for early evacuation and better preparedness. Meanwhile, in Asia, particularly in flood-prone countries like Bangladesh and India, the focus was on community-based approaches. The idea was to equip local communities with the necessary skills and resources to respond to floods effectively. This approach recognized the importance of local knowledge and the role of community members as first responders in the event of a flood. The mid-century also witnessed the birth of international cooperation in disaster response. Following the devastating North Sea flood in 1953, which affected several countries, there was a global recognition of the need for collaborative efforts in disaster management. These developments in the mid-20th century significantly improved the efficiency and effectiveness of flood rescue operations. They paved the way for the use of advanced technology and systems in disaster response that we see today. In the face of adversity, human innovation and resilience shine through. As we cross into the 21st century, we witness a revolution in disaster response. The era of manual and reactive measures gave way to a new dawn, marked by advanced technology and international cooperation in addressing the impacts of flooding. The early years of the new century saw a significant shift in flood rescue missions. Countries began to harness the power of technology in their disaster response strategies. Drones were deployed to scan vast areas, providing real-time data and helping to locate people in need of rescue. Advanced communication systems enabled a faster and more efficient coordination of efforts, saving precious time and lives. The use of predictive modeling and data analysis also came to the fore. These tools helped to forecast flood patterns and potential impact zones, allowing rescue missions to be proactive rather than reactive. This shift not only saved lives, but also reduced the financial burden of disaster response. However, it wasn't just technology that defined the turn of the century. International cooperation also played a pivotal role. Countries began to realize that floods, much like other natural disasters, knew no borders. As a result, international alliances were formed, pooling resources and expertise to tackle flooding on a global scale. The sharing of knowledge, resources, and technology became a common practice, strengthening the global response to flooding. Yet, amidst all these advancements and collaborations, there was a growing recognition of the need for local community involvement. After all, who knows their region better than the locals? Thus, local communities were empowered to play an active role in disaster response and resilience building. The turn of the century was indeed a turning point in flood rescue missions. It was a time when humanity leveraged the power of technology and unity to rise above the raging waters. The new millennium brought with it new challenges and new solutions. And now, we find ourselves in the present day, where the battle against floods continues. In this current era, the world has seen some of the most devastating floods, but it has also witnessed an unprecedented level of cooperation and innovation in the face of disaster. Today, flood rescue missions are not just about boats and life jackets. They are about cutting-edge technology, international aid, and community involvement. Technology has undoubtedly transformed the way we respond to floods. Drones are now used to scout out flooded areas and identify stranded survivors, while advanced weather forecasting systems provide critical information to help prepare and respond to these disasters. These technologies allow for faster and more efficient rescue operations, potentially saving countless lives. Yet it's not just about the technology. International aid has also played a significant role in recent flood rescue missions. Countries around the world have shown solidarity, providing financial support, supplies, and even rescue personnel to assist in these operations. This global cooperation has proven crucial in tackling the immense challenges posed by severe flooding. Community involvement, however, remains at the heart of disaster response. Locals, often the first on the scene, have shown extraordinary resilience and bravery in the face of adversity. From forming human chains to rescue stranded neighbors to opening their homes to those displaced, communities have demonstrated the power of unity and compassion. But perhaps most importantly, we've seen a shift in perspective. There's a growing recognition that preventing floods is just as important as responding to them. This understanding has led to increased efforts in flood risk management, from improved urban planning to the restoration of natural flood defenses. While we've come a long way, the fight against flooding is far from over. As we continue to face the challenges of climate change and urbanization, our ability to adapt and innovate will be tested. But if recent years have shown us anything, it's that we have the tools, the determination, and the unity to meet these challenges head-on. So, what does the future hold for flood rescue missions? As we look to the horizon, the future of flood rescue missions is poised to be shaped by three significant factors: advancements in technology, changes in disaster response strategies, and the ever-present impact of climate change. Firstly, let's consider technology. As we've witnessed in various sectors, technology has the power to revolutionize how we function. In the context of flood rescue missions, we can foresee a future where autonomous drones and robots carry out search and rescue operations, sifting through floodwaters to locate survivors and deliver aid. Imagine a world where artificial intelligence is harnessed to predict flood patterns, allowing for proactive rather than reactive rescue missions. This isn't science fiction, but a tangible future we're steadily moving towards. Secondly, changes in disaster response strategies will play a crucial role. The lessons we learn from each flood rescue mission are invaluable, helping us refine our strategies and improve our response times. We expect a future where international cooperation in disaster response becomes the norm, not the exception. A world where nations unite to share resources, knowledge, and manpower in the face of adversity. Lastly, we cannot ignore the impact of climate change. As sea levels rise and weather patterns become increasingly unpredictable, floods are likely to become more frequent and severe. The future of flood rescue missions will, therefore, need to accommodate for this grim reality. We anticipate a future where our cities are designed with resilience in mind, where infrastructure is built not just to withstand floods, but to minimize their impact. In conclusion, the future of flood rescue missions will be a blend of advanced technology, refined strategies, and an enhanced understanding of our changing climate. It will be a future of resilience, of adaptability, and most importantly, of continual learning. Only time will tell how we'll continue to adapt and overcome. We hope you found this journey through time enlightening. It's been a voyage through the annals of flood rescue missions, from their genesis to the present day, and a peek into the future. But the journey doesn't end here. Each of us has a role to play in this ongoing saga. Every like, every share, every comment helps to amplify the message, to raise awareness, to spark conversations, and to inspire action. The tides of change are fueled by the collective actions of individuals like you. So let's keep the dialogue going. Let's continue to explore, to learn, and to engage. Let's make every ripple count. Don't forget to subscribe for more captivating content like this video to show your support. Comment with your thoughts and share it with others to spread awareness. Remember, every action counts in our collective fight against flooding.